अस्सलाम वालेकुम फ्रेंड्स। आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं इंग्लिश का चैप्टर द रेस्टोरेंट। आप इस पिक्चर को देखकर पहचान सकते हैं कि ये कौन सा चैप्टर है। और ये है उसकी अम्मी और इसका अब्बू, और ये है वो खुद आमना जो वहाँ पे कमरे में पढ़ रही है। ओके, चलिए हम अभी अपनी रीडिंग स्टार्ट करते हैं। ओके। Amna lived with her parents in a small apartment building on a busy street close to a center of the town. Her mother and father worked hard at their jobs and Amna worked hard at school. During the weekends, Amna's parents had a lot to do. On Saturday, one of them took Amna to the library and then to her gymnastics class, while the others went shopping for food. Then they would do the household chores, speak to relatives on the telephone, and spend a lot of time preparing food. Amna's mother liked to make lots of curry and divide it up into portions so that she could heat up the food quickly every night after work. Her father liked food, but he could only cook one recipe, Dad's special vegetable surprise. He made it for Sunday lunch every week. While they cooked, Amna liked to read. Every weekend morning, Amna and her parents left their apartment together and walked down the stairs to the street. Amna would say goodbye to her parents and go down the street to her bus stop. She carried her books and her lunchbox of leftover food from the day before in a backpack. Her parents walked up the road together and went in opposite directions. At the end of the street, her father usually catch a bus and sometimes took a taxi, but her mother always walked. Late in the evening, once everyone was home, her parents would rush around to get everything ready for the next day while cooking rice and reheating that day portion of curry. While they ate, they would talk about their day. Amna's parents always talk what happened at school today. They liked to hear all about it. Then they would talk about their day. Dad often had a funny story to tell about his journey to work, and Mom always laughed and said, "Oh dear, you should just walk to work and save yourself at all that bother." Mom and Dad always told Amna about what they had eaten for lunch. Dad often wore to a restaurant. "Today I had such a wonderful vegetable soup with a soft warm bread roll. It was delicious. Mom ate in the canteen at work. Sometimes she did not like the food. Today we had Mexican beans and tortillas. They were terrible. I wish I had taken a packed lunch." On other day, she would talk happily about the meal she had eaten. The roti and raita that ate today were delicious. The roti melted away in my mouth. One day, Amna suddenly said, "I have the same lunch every day, the same dinner most days, and I have never been to a proper restaurant." "We should take you to a restaurant," Dad said. "Which one would you like to go?" asked Mom. Amna shrugged her shoulders. Her dad had an idea. "I will bring home some meals next week, and you can choose a restaurant to go to next Saturday." On Friday night, the family read through the menus. One restaurant served food from all over the world. Its menu had pictures of famous landmarks on the front. Amna chose that one and her parents explained all the different dishes to her to talk excitedly about the big plates full of delicious food that Amna would be able to try. Amna did not eat much dinner that night, but she was too excited. She read the menu before she went to bed. I can't decide whenever I have the British fish and chips or the French chicken, she had said to her mom. Her mom laughed and joked, maybe you can have one of each things on the menu. During the night Amna had a dream. She walked into the restaurant with her parents and sat at a table covered in a smart white cloth. She saw that there was a big tray in front of her and a team of waiters started putting food on it. Amna began to eat. First she tried some delicious Chinese dumplings and then some spicy Italian meatballs. Anna was happily enjoyed the food, but the waiters continued to bring her more and more dishes, each one piled high with amazing meals. Amna's mouth was full, her stomach was full, and she wanted to stop eating, but the waiters kept bringing more and more food. Her parents, the restaurant's owner and her head teachers were all standing around the table saying, eat up, don't waste the food. And the food kept piling up and Amna had to keep eating. Her stomach had swollen up like a balloon. It was turning to her. No more, please, no more, she shouted. Suddenly Amna woke up. Her bed covers were twisted around her and her hands were over her mouth. Her mother came into her room. Come on, get ready. We have a lot to do before the special treat and I need your help. Mom, my stomach hurts, said Amna. You're probably hungry, replied Mom. Think all of you the loving things you can have at lunchtime. Amna groaned quietly and started to get ready. She ate a tiny breakfast and tried not to think about her dreams. As she helped her parents with the clothes, by lunchtime she was very hungry and still up but worried. At the restaurant, she looked at all the strange sounding names of the exotic dishes and listened to her parents talking about what they might have. Her parents seemed very happy and Amna could not want to ruin it for them. Then she saw something and smiled. When the waiter came to take the orders, Amna father ordered a Morocco stew and her mother chose the Russian specialties. And for you, Madam, asked the waiter, Amna said, I like to my favorite rice and curry, please. Her parents looked surprised and then laughed. Excellent choice, madam, said the waiter. ओके गाइस, तो आज हमने पढ़ा दी रेस्टोरेंट आमना के बारे में। तो आज आपको इसमें क्या क्या समझ आया आप हमें कमेंट में बताइएगा। और अभी हम बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए पूरे 8 मिनट की पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग हो चुकी है, इसलिए अब 10 मिनट के अंदर अंदर हम कंप्लीट कर देते हैं। आप क्वेश्चन आंसर्स में करा देता हूँ, 1 सेकेंड। ओके, तो हम पहले सवाल की तरफ चलें। तो पहला सवाल है, वेयर डज आमना लिव। ओके, आज इसका हम आंसर ढूंढते हैं। आपको याद होगा हमने पहला पढ़ा था, आमना लिव विद हर पेरेंट्स इन अ स्मॉल अपार्टमेंट बिल्डिंग ऑन अ बिजी स्ट्रीट क्लोज टू अ सेंटर ऑफ द टाउन। हर मदर एंड फादर, ये वही लफ्ज़ था। और आपका यहाँ से आंसर होगा आमना से लेकर टाउन तक। कहाँ तक? आमना से लेकर टाउन तक। ओके, और आप ये मार्क कर लीजिए आपके बुक्स में। ओके, तो हम आज दूसरे सवाल पे चलते हैं। व्हाट डज आमना डू ओवर द वीकेंड। सही, अब ये दूसरा सवाल, इसका हम आंसर ढूंढते हैं। ओके, ये तो बुक है थोड़ी क्लास 3 की, तो इसलिए क्लास 3 के हिसाब से ये थोड़ा बड़ा आंसर होगा, पर क्या करें, ये आंसर ही इतना है, तो आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि ये आंसर है, ड्यूरिंग द वीकेंड आमना's parents had a lot of to do. On Saturday, one of them took Amna to the library and then to her gymnastic class, while the other were shopping for food. Then they would do household chores, speak to relatives on the phone, telephone, and spend a lot of time preparing food. So ये सेकंड का आंसर इतना होगा, ड्यूरिंग से लेकर फूड तक, प्रिपेयरिंग फूड तक. ओके, अब हम चलते हैं तीसरे क्वेश्चन की तरफ. सॉरी गाइस, तो इसलिए थर्ड का मुझे आंसर नहीं मिला, तो मैंने बहुत ढूंढा, और क्या पता आपको मिल गया हो तो आप अपना ढूंढ लिखा. और इसलिए जिसको नहीं मिला और उनके मेरी तरह, उनके लिए मैं अपने से ओन में मैंने इसका पूरा चैप्टर एडिट किया था, उसमें मैंने ओन से एक आंसर बनाया है, तो मैं आपको अभी बताता हूँ. आंसर है कि आप लिखिए, आई थिंक आई एम नॉट चूज द रेस्टोरेंट विथ द फेमस लैंडमार्क्स बिकॉज she too eats some same lunch every day, the same dinner, and she had never been to a proper restaurant. ये है आंसर नंबर 3. ओके, तो नंबर 4 पर आते हैं. Why are Amna's parents surprised by what she ordered at the restaurant? ओके, हम ये इसका हमें ढूंढना पड़ेगा. अगर आपने देखा हो तो आप वो पूरा वहाँ से देख सकते हैं, स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल के वो. तो इसका आंसर मैं आपको बताता हूँ, मैंने ढूंढ रखा है शुरू से, और फिर से मैं आपको बुक से नहीं दिखाना चाहता, तो पूरा टाइम लगेगा. तो मैं आपको वो बताता हूँ. चलिए से ये मैं आपको आंसर बताता हूँ. शी ऑर्डर्ड हर फेवरेट फूड राइस एंड करी. ओके, ये है नंबर 4 का आंसर. ये इसमें क्वेश्चन का है कि पामनक्स के पेरेंट्स क्यों सरप्राइज थे कि उन्होंने इतने बड़े रेस्टोरेंट में इतनी छोटी चीज़ मंगवाई. वो थी राइस एंड करी. What curry? Where do you prefer eating at home or a restaurant? Give a reason for your answer. सही, इसमें पूछा गया है कि आप क्या कहाँ पर खाना प्रेफर करते हैं, आपको अच्छा लगता है घर में या रेस्टोरेंट में. गिव रीज़न फॉर योर आंसर. आपको इसका रीज़न देता है, और इसका भी मैंने आंसर ढूंढ रखा है, ये आपको मैं बताता हूँ. ओके, मैं आपको इसका आंसर बताता हूँ. इसका आंसर है, आपकी ये मर्ज़ी होती है, पर फिर भी मैंने आंसर लिखा है क्योंकि वो रीज़न अच्छा है, और सब आपको गुड भी मिल सकता है. तो आपको एक गुड दिखाता हूँ, जो मेरे भाई की बुक है, उसमें से वो मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, और गुड दिखाता हूँ. 1 मिनट. इसने अपने आप से लिखा था और इसको गुड मिला जी, ये है, और ये मेरे भाई को मिला था, तो आप ये देख सकते हैं. अगर आप ये आंसर लिखेंगे तो आपको ये भी मिल सकता है. इसका आंसर है, आई प्रेफर ईटिंग एट होम बिकॉज इट इज़ हेल्दी. और आप मुझे आप लिख सकते हैं, आई प्रेफर ईटिंग एट रेस्टोरेंट बिकॉज इट इज़ टेस्टी. आप जो भी लिख सकते हैं. मैंने तो लिखा है, आई प्रेफर ईटिंग एट होम बिकॉज इट इज़ हेल्दी. ओके, तो आज के लिए बस इतना ही. तो और चैप्टर्स के लिए आप मुझे बता सकते हैं कमेंट में. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. तो अल्लाह हाफिज़. तो ओके गाइस, आज के लिए इतना ही. अगर आपको और ऐसी चैप्टर चाहिए तो आपको सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाएं, और आप कमेंट में मुझे बता सकते हैं कि, और लाइक भी कर दीजिएगा, और आप मुझे कमेंट में बताइए कि आपको ये कैसा लगा, और ये आंसर सही है या गलत. वो तो सही है, फिर भी मैंने आपको कमेंट्स में आप बता दीजिए कि ये कैसा है. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. तो कल के आगे के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़.